What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to CM Aviation. Hope you're having a fantastic day today. And today we have the GeminiJets February 2025 releases for you all. I hope each and every one of you are excited for today's video. Definitely a little bit of a different mood setter today. Just crazy to think that now I'm working actively here with this internship and all of what comes with that. So typically I would get to see these releases right as they come out at 2 o'clock Central Time. I got off at 5 o'clock. I didn't even get a chance to check my phone at work today. I had 15 text messages, about 400 notifications, so on and so forth. And I see this one notification on Thread come through and said, man, that saved my wallet. And I was like, did Gemini release today? Because I knew they were, coming up here. And it's just crazy to think about all that with all these notifications, then all the traffic get back to where I'm currently staying at. So on top of that, then I got my mom calling for the check-in during the drive home. Then I got to use the restroom, getting hungry for dinner, so on and so forth. So all this adding up, but no complaints by any of that by any means. Just, what a different atmosphere it is relative to what I've previously been doing. So yeah, it's fun to grow up. There's a bunch going with it, but what doesn't change is that we're here to do this release. I can't even talk today. That's what kind of day it's been. Today we're here to do the release reaction, of course. Really excited here for GeminiJets. It's awesome, but man, it's certainly changed. What a vibe. Just so much going on right now, but we got to keep moving here no matter what. And even with all of this, we still have a bunch to take a look at. That being said, let's see what GeminiJets has to say for February of 2025. Let's go ahead and get started. Starting with the Aeromexico 737-800, presumably in the new livery by the font here. It's November 957 Alpha Mike, and here it is right here. So yeah, this is the new livery. Looks really sharp. Really happy with how this turned out, and it's great to see the manufacturers already jumping on this, and no exception here with GeminiJets. So overall, looking very sharp. Very happy to see that, and very eager to see how that turns out there in the 1/400 scale. Definitely interested in getting a new livery Aeromexico at some point down the road. So very nice to get to see that right there. Got Atlas Air Boeing 777 Freighter. It's November 7th, 3 Golf Tango. So awesome to get another really cool aircraft here, and we're probably going to possibly get a Flaps Down Interactive to go with it. But yeah, it's a really great looker, and I think overall this is definitely a nice component here for anybody's collection. So great to get this one here to go with it, and overall looking very sharp with that one right there. And we are going to get the interactive as we were thinking here. And this aircraft is also 703 as well. Looking very nice. We know how we feel about these interactive aircraft. They're very valuable assets. And overall, I think they're definitely really good additions here to any collection. So very happy to see this aircraft as well. And starting off strong here with a couple of very nice modern aircraft. Next, we're going to get a retro. This is the Delta Indy 88, and this is probably going to be Ron Allen, maybe 925 Delta Lima. So this is the Ron Allen livery. This is my favorite, so I probably won't get this particular one, but it is really cool to see them acknowledging all the eras of the Delta Indy 80s and other retro aircraft they've done. So yeah, it is Delta's 100th anniversary this year as well. So this is definitely in line with that. GeminiJets has done a really good job over the last couple of years, releasing some very unique aircraft, and Delta certainly has got many of those. So great to get all these MD 80 liveries, and that one's definitely going to be really cool. Also note the MSRP, I think it's the same for the MD-80. It just seems a little bit higher compared to the 737, obviously almost at $59, but nevertheless we'll have to see what the retail pricing looks like. Got the FedEx 767-300 freighter, November 144 Foxtrot Echo. I think this comes down from 1 to 200 with the revised titles. This has grown on me really fast. Overall, I think it looks really nice. So definitely really cool to see this. I don't know if I'll go as far as to replace the previous one that I got, but definitely great to see this, and no doubt a really good opportunity to re-release this, especially with a nice revision. So obviously these cargo carriers change it up just a little bit here and there. So yeah, definitely a very nice diverse release so far. Very heavy towards North America. Let's see if we get any change up from that coming up. Not on this particular one. We're going to get the Coletta Boeing 777-300ER, and this is going to be the freighter, November 779 Charlie Kilo. I think Phoenix and a couple other companies did this previously, so nice to get Gemini doing their rendition of it. So yeah, it's a cool looking aircraft. There's not very many of them, maybe 1 or 2 tops. This will not be one for me either, most likely, unless if I find out a good discount. But yeah, several Euro whites so far, but this is another cool aircraft with a good purpose, and will definitely serve those cargo collectors well. So awesome to see that. So overall, really good for those reasons. Southwest 737-700, yeah, November 943 Whiskey November, which I believe was the former California One aircraft with scimitar winglets. Wow, so they have not done many scimitar winglets. Let's start with that, and I'll get to the big picture here. They did the United previously and a couple others, but the big picture here is that this is the first GeminiJets Southwest normal livery 737-700 release, I believe since 2015. I believe the only other one they did was the blended winglet. So this is huge. I absolutely will be getting one of these just to continue to expand on that Southwest fleet, but this is a really great time here as the NG1 performed really well from last year, and dating back before that we had the Panda release. this. So yeah, this is really cool to see. I'm really glad that Gemini finally did this. I know this had to be a huge request for them, even with the recent releases from other manufacturers, but this is a really big moment here considering the popularity of this aircraft, and really nice to see this, especially with these staying definitely a little bit longer in their fleet with the current 737 MAX issues. So overall, very nice release right there, and that definitely will be the highlight regardless if you have one or not. That definitely is big for many collectors, especially that are new to the community and so on and so forth. So big fan of that. That's really awesome to see, and I definitely think that will steal the show. So that's a really cool release right there. Very happy to see that, along with the United Star Alliance 737-800 76516. If it has Evo, I am absolutely buying it. Yes. Okay, so this is the Evo Blue. I know the mold's not the prettiest. My purpose here is just how cool of an aircraft it looks. I've seen this one many times with the Evo update. I do have the previous version with the all black, but I really like the blue on it. 100% sign me up to be getting this. I'm really excited to use that in the fleet sub. Oh, what am I talking about? I have the NG. I forgot. It's been that long since, you know, the whole collecting and all that. I completely forgot that I had the NG. Oh my gosh. That's the kind of day it's been. So I do have the NG of this. I might still get it anyway just because of that reaction, but that just shows you, you know, that's exciting, man. That's really cool. And, you know, admittingly, I've been thinking about the 757 getting done, in the 767, in the 777 with it. So anytime I see the blue, it's just like, yes, yes, yes. So hopefully we'll be seeing those other ones to go with this in the future, but this is a great time to release this. NG did theirs 4.5 years ago. Man, so I can get my dates right. I just can't figure out what models I have in my collection. So yeah, I'm glad that it's not just mentally going insane, but that, you know, I actually can't remember what planes I have. But anyway, that's still a really exciting plane, and definitely go get it if you don't have it already. But it shows you that, yeah, this is one of those deals. But absolutely, we'll be looking into getting more Star Alliance once they release more of those. So that's really big. And we also have the 40th anniversary Virgin Atlantic A330neo. This is a really cool sticker that I didn't even know existed. I think this is really nice and continuing to shake it up a little bit, you know, giving some iterations that are different, but also spacing them out as well. So yeah, another good aircraft here, and these will become very popular. So we'll talk more about the 1-400s in a moment. It's certainly not the craziest set in the world, definitely, but this is a really good opportunity if you haven't bought any aircraft that, you know, have been released previously. So yeah, definitely a slower month in terms of a new aircraft to the 1-400 scale, but there are new ones that Gemini's never done before that are new. So awesome so far. We'll definitely talk about it more, but let's go ahead and take a look at our 1-200s. Starting with America West coming up. It took a couple months, but here it is. Looking sharp, and definitely really nice to see them continuing to get this all fully out. So this will definitely be popular among those collectors. We also have the Reno Air Indy 90 making it up the 1-200, so this will certainly be very popular among those collectors. So another one that it's very exciting to see this, and overall I think it will perform very well for those collectors that are interested in an aircraft like this. So no doubt very happy to get to see that right there. That's absolutely fantastic. Delta A321 328 Delta November, so another great aircraft to see right here. Very popular. Obviously, we haven't got a release from NG. Or did NG do the 321 again? I know they did the 319 and 320, both of them a couple times, but I can't remember. I don't think they redid the 321. So, oh, this is 1-200 scale. I can't even put my mind on what scale we are. I'm just a step behind the entire video. So yeah, In-Flight has done this a couple different times, but still really great to get a version here, and their mold's not that bad on it. So certainly great to see that. Edelweiss A340, fantastic. Now I do think In-Flight's done this one, but this will be a little bit more affordable and a little bit easier to get your hands on because there's more distributors for GeminiJets. Hotel Bravo Golf Mike Golf, Juliet Mike Golf, that sounds better. But yeah, considering the magnitude of these and how long they're going to be around, you know, I think it's really cool to see this getting done, and everybody I think that's seen the Edelweiss A340 can certainly say it's a highlight of their spotting sessions. So another really cool aircraft to see right here, and this one will certainly have plenty of depth on it as it comes out. So that's a really good release, and great to get some variety from the North American scale there in 1-200 now. Now we're going to get the FedEx 777 with the revised livery. I would definitely like to consider getting this one from the FedEx company store at some point. I hope they do it interactive too, but I saw this one particularly at Sydney, which was really cool, and it was just crazy to see it sit on the ground for so long. I think I saw it sit on the ground for like 48 hours. It was a long time, but regardless, yeah, really great to see all these revised FedEx aircraft coming out, and I think the new revised livery looks nice, so good opportunity for Gemini to take advantage. Here comes the Hawaiian A330. We did get the labeling right this month, the 200-389 Hotel Alpha, so another very popular aircraft to release right here. I think it'll do pretty well, and definitely great to get to see the Hawaiians. Actually, I don't think my webcam's gonna show it very well, but I do, and I didn't want to move it because it glitches out, but I have the other 77 right there, so that's really cool. for 1 to 200. I probably shouldn't have moved it, shouldn't I? But it is what it is. There we go. So yeah, overall looking sharp on that, and definitely cool to get to see another great 1 to 200 getting done right there. JetBlue 190, is this the revised tail? Yeah, it is. Okay, very cool to see this. I know this will make some collectors very happy. Anytime we get a 1 to 200 JetBlue, it's a big day. So this is a really good one to see done right here, and I think this was an appropriate month to do it. So yeah, definitely plenty to buy this month in 1 to 200 if you're a 1 to 200 collector. Many of these are unique new releases that have never been done before. So awesome to get to see several of these right here. Okay, a Mon Air A340-600. Now, it's funny that they did this now because I'm actually pretty more familiar with airlines around the world. This particular aircraft, I saw this in the 300 variant at Dubai. Now, I'm not going to say I'm going to go out here and buy this particular one. Phoenix has done it a couple times, the 1 to 400. But yeah, this is really cool and definitely a very unique representation. So they fly these to Dubai from, I think they're in Africa or Europe somewhere. I'm not exactly sure. But nevertheless, it is really cool to get to see this aircraft getting done right here. And I certainly think that many collectors will be very excited about its presence. So yeah, this is a really cool, and it's active, which is a really cool component of it. So I think this is a really good release choice and very unique. So very eager to see if they'll do a 1 to 400, as they haven't done a 346 probably since the Lufthansa 1 to 400 maybe. It's certainly been a while. So I think that's a very cool release and definitely a nice modern yet retro aspect to it, considering the aircraft type being old, but the aircraft still being active with the airline. So that's really awesome. A Pan Am 747 SP is also going to get done, which I think is awesome. 531 Papa Alpha. Now, I don't think that they've done a Pan Am 1 to 200. I just completely think of the 1 to 400s that have been done by NG. But yeah, this is really cool, especially if it hasn't been done before. I'm sure In-Flight's done it at some point in the last couple of years as well. So ignore the webcam. But anyway, yeah, really excited to see this. I think that's absolutely awesome. It's a really high quality release right there, as I try to mimic this to get it fixed. The wire's just so broke back there. I honestly probably just need to get a new one, but I think that'll hopefully get us through the rest of the video. So looking sharp right there. That's absolutely awesome, and overall another really high quality release, especially for those Pan Am fans. So definitely really happy to get to see that. A flaps and slats extended will also be found, so another really good one. I'm sorry about the lag, by the way. I don't know why it's lagging so bad. I don't have that much open, but anyway, this is a really cool aircraft to see right here, and I certainly think that getting all the variety is a really good opportunity for it. So another very good release right there, and overall looking very sharp. And we also have the QantasLink A220-300 Victor Hotel X-Ray 4 Alpha with the really cool green livery. I don't know exactly what it is. I did see this aircraft. I definitely want to get the 1 to 400 for upcoming Southeast Asia or Australia airport project that I'm currently working on. So absolutely we'll be getting some version of this. So I don't know if I'll get that one. I do really like this one and may try to find it somewhere at a lower price, so that I definitely will be keeping my eye on it. I think this one paired with the Yam Dreaming on like some sort of desk display would just be so cool. Now, I don't think Yam Dreaming, I don't know if it's been done 1 to 200 or not, but regardless of the case, it's still really cool to think about these two and Qantas's fleet and their dedication towards providing some really cool special liveries. So Gemini, thank you for bringing this to the 1 to 200. I'll definitely be keeping this on my long-term wish list, as this is a really cool aircraft. So definitely some special moments, and it looks really good in the sunlight. By the way, it looks absolutely awesome. So yeah, really good variety here in 1 to 200. While there's, you know, it's a really bouncing around quite a bit, I think there is an aircraft for everybody here, which is really cool to see. And let's continue to enforce that with all of our 1 to 200 collectors with this C5 Super Galaxy right here for Westover Air Force Base. I was thinking the other day, I was like, I really want to get another military and cargo plane for my 1 to 200 fleet. I'm not saying I'm going to go fight this C5, but it is inspiring to see them doing aircraft like this. So yeah, the C5, such an awesome aircraft. Definitely go see it at air show if you can sometime and walk through it, so you can really get the depth of not only how big the aircraft is, but what our people go through to help our country and where they sit for hours on end. So that appreciation level for me, you know, obviously I've never done that before, so I can't say, you know, I've been on the aircraft for hours on end, so I can't directly relate, but I can just say, you know, I really appreciate, you know, from the outside looking in, what it's like, and maybe sometime I'll be able to get a better understanding of it. So really cool to see that, and overall just absolutely fantastic. So that's really cool. And that's the GeminiJets February 2025 releases. 1 to 400, pretty unique release here, considering that, you know, typically the Southwest United would have more magnitude. There's going to be two types of collectors here. The first one is going to be the ones that have been collecting for a long time, like myself, that it's tough to get, you know, jump out of the chair for it, but I'm still extremely excited. You know, the fact that it's getting done for our community. I'm a big community person, thinking about other people, so that aspect of it is huge. But I also really want to highlight everybody that's new to the hobby, that's not been collecting since 2022 or 2020 or whenever these aircraft came out, because those two particularly are going to be super exciting for many collectors, especially the Southwest. So much so that I'll be getting the Southwest, and I might have to get the United now too. So let me know in the comments if you think I should get the United, just because of that complete brain fog right there to not even recognize that I have that model for the first 30 seconds of my reaction to that. But anyway, that's great. The release overall is solid. There are plenty of, you know, cargo aircraft too, so there's plenty of variety in that sector if you're interested. The Delta will certainly be a hit for everybody that's collecting those, and I like the Aeromexico as well. Definitely interested in getting one of those at some point, no matter who the manufacturer is. I think the Virgin Atlantic's also a nice twist. So overall, there are opportunities to buy if you want to. There's also opportunities to save. I think it would, you know, one more new aircraft, the 1400 would have been nice here. Otherwise, you know, no major complaints. This is definitely a solid B+, A-. I think the variety again is really good in the Southwestern United, certainly for US collectors. Also don't want to take away from the Aeromexico either. That's really nice. The 1 to 200 scale is definitely where people are going to be buying this month if you know, are looking for new aircraft that have not been done on 1 to 200. Of course, the JetBlue 190 and the Mon Air, I have no idea. I'm sure in-flight's done at some point. Manhattan Air, I'm not exactly sure, but the Reno Air MD-90 as well. But then definitely look at aircraft like the Edelweiss, the FedEx 777, the Pan Am 747 SP, and the Qantas Link and the C5. Just really good choices that will go over very well with so many collectors. And overall, I think there's so many good choices here. So let me know in the comments which ones you're going to buy. I'm still in the deciding process, so I'll report back to you next month on what we got. But no doubt, no better time to be collecting in the 1 to 400s and 1 to 200 scales. I have a bunch of really exciting videos coming up regarding some awesome innovations, especially from the release choices of these manufacturers. And we're also going to be highlighting the 3D printing aspect. The 3D design deck movement is super exciting, and there's so much potential with that long term. So definitely we'll be making videos on that here in the coming weeks and months. And definitely also going to be talking more about JetSet Models. Just made a big order with them, so excited to highlight some new products that they have. So that will be super fun. We also will have more coming in from Tarmac Designs, along with the other company being Custom Airport Bases, and then also been looking at, I think it's Tiny Tug Designs. They have some really good items on there as well, so definitely expect a bunch of analysis going forward. It's really exciting. Be interested to see what's going on with NG, so definitely expect more coverage on them coming up. Their releases I'm sure will be in a couple of weeks, so stay tuned for that. We've obviously been following GeminiJets very closely, and definitely will have more coming up regarding JC Wing's efforts for sure. We're definitely going to be talking about that, along with Phoenix as well, who's done a really good job, Panda Models, you name it. So appreciate this community right now, because there's so much going on. It was not what it was even 2 years ago, and definitely not what it was 8 years ago or even 5. So we're in a really good spot. Super excited to continue to cover it, and I hope each and every one of you are excited for the coverage as well. With that being said, that'll do for today's video, everybody. Thank you all so much for watching. I want to thank each and every one of you for watching. My name's CM Aviation. Take it easy, everybody. Stay safe, trust the process. Do you love and love you do. My name's CM Aviation. I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all soon, as CM Aviation is signing off.